Hey everyone, welcome back to iDanny, and I got another cool unboxing slash review video of a new item that came into the store. And I know that in America they've been out for a little bit, but here in Canada it's the first time that I've ever seen these or had these come into the store. And we're gonna be unboxing this new controller right after this opening. Welcome back everyone. Thank you for joining me here, and today we're unboxing a new controller, like I said, that has come to us. Now this was available in America. It hasn't been available here in Canada until now, and you guys can get all this stuff at GameStop here in Canada, and we're going to be unboxing the CandyCon controllers. Now if you guys don't know what these are third-party controllers that you can fully customize. As you can see, this right here is the base unit, which means that it comes with nothing but the base controller. So as you can see right there, it's missing analog sticks, it's missing the D-pad, but it does have the placement buttons, which I'll explain exactly what we got. So this right here is a base unit that you can buy and get the covers for it. So it is fully customizable. You can get face covers, you can get the D-pads and analog sticks. Now, as you can see, I went for a very specific theme for myself. You guys know that orange and purple are my two absolute favorite colors. It's what I have on my Joy-Cons right now. This, I should explain, is a PC/Nintendo compatible controller. Now, because remember the buttons on the Nintendo Switch are different from an Xbox controller where the B and the A are reversed, this is made more for the Nintendo Switch. You can use it for PC and remap the buttons, which is perfectly fine, but this is definitely more catered for the Switch, which is exactly what I use. So these guys are fully compatible. Like I said, it has a little cool pick and mix kind of thing, so you can change everything up. You can replace analog sticks for the price. You can replace the D-pad. You can get new cover faceplates. There's so much options to changing this controller. Let's go into the back. So it has motion controls. Jeez. It has two mappable back buttons. It has the dual motor rumble with adjustable velocity, so you can turn it low, medium, or high. It has a turbo button that's mappable, which we don't care about. I won't be using. You got an adjustable linear triggers that you can turn it on and off. I gotta read what that is. And you have a wireless and a wired connectivity, so it can be both wired or wireless. But that is the base unit. What it includes inside is the wireless controller base unit, a 3-foot USB-C to USB-A charge cable, a USB dongle, and an instruction manual. So the cord is not very long, that's for sure, but you do have the USB dongle that you'll need if you're connecting this bad boy to your PC, and then of course the instruction manual. So I'm going to show you guys what you get on this and how we're going to put it together. But before I do that, let me tell you the price of this guy. So as you can see right there, and this is all Canadian prices, guys, $34.99 for the base unit. You can get cover plates for it that are $9.99 plus tax. There are a few different colors. I chose the Orange Crush because, like I said, orange and purple are my favorites. The D-pads and the analog sticks are both $4 each. So you can replace these guys. You can find them. They are a little hard to find. It took me a little while to get my stuff that I pre-ordered, but I got it here. We're gonna unbox it. Let's go to my camera that's a little bit closer because I want you guys to see full on what I'm gonna be unboxing. All right, let's get into this. So we have our Let's push this over to the side. We have our controller, of course, that, like I said, we can open up. This guy has no tape, so that's great. Let's open this. Like I said, we have the USB dongle, which I'll show you guys. Let's pull this cord. Now, I do have a lot of different controllers for my Switch. I think I have more controllers than I do anything else. We have our 3-foot cable, so of course our USB-C, USB-A, and our connection. Now, the cable isn't very long, but it is long enough if you're not going to be using it wired. You can always get a longer wired cable. Of course, here's our USB dongle. Let's get this open. I'm going to read this manual. I don't really read manuals, but let's go. Let's pop this guy open. Alright. Okay. So we got our turbo mode here that tells us how to do programmable buttons, how to remap both those buttons of A and B and B and X and Y. We got a reset. We got talking about dead zones and drifting. And of course, we have our different ones. So there's a home button, an LED locator, which is up in the front. All the other buttons, of course. We got our dongle, we got this, our console mode. Oh, okay, so we can switch it between console and PC. Of course, all of our two mappable buttons, which I'll show you. Talks about the console setup, so wired controller. And then we have the wireless. So yes, you'll need the dongle if you want to connect it to your PC, which I won't be using because I don't really PC game. So let's move this. Let's customize our controller. Let's pop it out of its placement. I want to see how this feels compared to all my other ones. So it does feel like an Xbox One controller, or it's just an Xbox X controller. You have your bottom there with PC and Nintendo Switch. Demonstrate by putting a Nintendo Switch. Our reset button. We have our two mappable buttons back here, and I believe that is the yes. So that you hit that to map these buttons. Of course, you got the CandyCon controller. So, and you got your charger. I like the weight. It definitely has a nice grip on the back to hold on. So it's not just a plain. So you got nice grip to it. Let's get these guys out. So let's move our controller. Let's move this. Let's get our rest of our accessories out here so I can show you guys exactly how this controller is gonna look. Now this I like because it is a glossy thing. I know a lot of people don't like glossy, but I actually really do. Which looks like it kind of connects by magnets, which is pretty cool. This is the first time I've ever had one of these types of controllers, guys, and the customizable options. So we have our shiny thing, which of course, yes, it will create some problems with fingerprints, but I'm not too worried about that. I don't really have much fingerprint problems, but I do love the orange color. So let's put that aside. Let's open our... Now I'm trying to figure out which one I should use. Should I use this one or that one? I don't mind this one, but I do like that better. I like the D-pad, the classic style D-pad. So we can use both. It's a nice hard plastic. I'm gonna get this without damaging or knocking my camera. So yeah, these are packaged very well. There we go. And then we'll put it together. So for me, I'm going to use the first one. I like this one better. Let's pull this guy out. For me, I have to say that is the one I prefer the most. So we got that guy. Let's put that guy over here for now. And of course, let's get out our thumbsticks. Now, you can find so many different colors, like I was saying, on the official website, and even on the CandyCon website, that will give you more options to purchase. But we have our main ones. This is definitely the colors I wanted the most. Let's see. I want to get it out without damaging things. Yeah, these things are not going anywhere, that's for sure. People will have a hard time taking these guys. Let's just get a knife in there without damaging. Okay. So we have our one. We'll talk about the analog sticks for a sec. Everybody knows something I don't like about the analog sticks. That's about that. So, most analog sticks have a very nice, comfortable, like, I wouldn't say it's plastic, kind of like a rubber feel. This one's is more like a hard type plastic. It does have some little bit of a grab to it. It's not as solid as this part right here, but I would have changed the thumbsticks to be a little more thing. It's not a horrible feel, but it definitely doesn't feel natural. But it's okay. Let's test it and put our controller together. So let's make sure we follow our image. Let's make sure that we don't screw up here. Push it in. So you gotta follow. It does have the different ways to make sure you're putting it proper, or else you will damage your controller. There we go. Let's make sure that, there we go. So they do click in. Beautiful. And this guy. Let's pop it in there. Ooh, I do like the clicks. So far, I do like the clicking. Let's put our cover over the top. Let's see. Yep, so just the magnets just click on there and we got our controller. So I do really like the colors. I find that it's definitely a very Halloween theme, which I like. You got the black on the back, and you got the orange and the purple. Now, it's too bad I can't replace these and change the colors, but it's not like it's a lot. It definitely feels like an Xbox controller over a Nintendo one, especially if you're buying some of the other brands like the third-party Nintendo Switch ones from the, or even the Biogenic ones that GameStop sells. This is definitely, it feels more like a high quality controller. I have one of my Sonic ones that I bought that it is from one of the third-party Switch companies. And I don't like the way it feels. It feels a little too plastic, it feels a little too cheap. This one actually feels like a high-end controller for a very, very affordable price. And definitely the customizable options. And I'm gonna see how easy it is to pull this out. Yeah, so it is very easy to pull them out, like I said, because it is magnets. It just magnets right on there. So it is very easy to take out, to clean, change the different feels of your controllers. But definitely I do like the way it looks and feels. Now I do want to give it a try. I'm going to put it charging and then we'll get back to doing a little review on this guy. But as of right now, I do like the way it looks. Definitely feels great. I do love that click. God, do I love that click. Definitely probably one of my new favorite controllers. But I do want to test out before we try it. So let's take it and charge it and see what we got.
Tension levels are high indeed.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a week since I did the first half of this video, and this is going to be the second half of where I actually get to show you guys exactly what I think of this controller since I've had more hands-on time with it. And let's be honest, for a budget controller, this might be the best one I have. The thing I love about this is that it has all the button layout as the other controllers, such as the Pro controller and this other very awful Power A Sonic the Hedgehog one, or I should say it's a Hori actually. I didn't even notice that was Hori. So I do have a few different options of controllers, and unfortunately, like I said, I really do love the CandyCon controllers. I think that they are great for a budget, very comfortable, especially the back grips, the being able to do the customization of it, and just the overall feel is one of the best ones I've had. Like I said, this one is definitely very cheap plastic. You can tell that it's just not heavy enough. It doesn't feel the greatest. It's very bulky in your hands. It's just a very, very appealing controller. And of course, I have my Pro controller, which is one of the best controllers you can get for modern day gaming. But unfortunately for these guys, I do find that sometimes the battery doesn't last long. It could be that it's just starting to die out. Now, I have not been able to test this straight and tell you guys exactly how long this battery does last for a continuous play, because like I said, I don't have as much time as I used to, but it's been a week and I still have about 70% charge of this battery, so it's still pretty good for not having a continuous play. That's about 50 to an hour gameplay every day, so we do get some good stuff. The one thing that I really do love about these controllers compared to the Pro controllers is that we need more colors. That's one thing I wish Nintendo would do, is more colors on the systems, controllers, and this is my go for it. But I'm going to play it here and we're going to have some fun. Now, I've used it for a couple multiple games, and I've used it for fighting games, I've used it for sports games. I'm playing FC 24 right now. But the thing I love about it is the clickiness of the buttons. It actually feels like you're actually doing the movements that you should be, and that it's just so very fluid and fun to actually get in there. Now, like I said, I've used multiple controllers throughout the years, and I've used Biogenic, I've used the PowerA, I've used Hori, and the official brands of the of controllers, and I have to say this one, like, for $39 is a really good price. Definitely one that you need to try out. Now, the cool thing too is that it doesn't have the share button as this guy does. This one has the share button and it has the home button, but this equals as the home button down here, right beside the plus and minus button, so you don't actually get to hit any of them when you're here, which is great. And you have the back buttons, which I don't have anything mapped to it. You can map to it, but I don't.
Because the delivery into the box couldn't be any better.
But like I said, the cool thing is it has a purple light to match my purple and orange skate. But guys, don't take my word for it. Go out and try and see if you can find one of these controllers for yourself. Give it a go, and let me know in the comments exactly what you think about it. And don't forget to check out my other videos. But as for me, I'm going to have fun with a new controller that I think is awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.
Promising sequence.